Facebook also. I see her in YouTube. Ugh. Hey, Rudy. Yeah. Oh, Ken made me so tired. Kept on yarning in the background. Hey, Joel. This is about the only thing I'm going to be slurping. There you are, Betty. Betty's on Facebook now. I can't believe they were so late tonight. I had the heat on blasting before, window open, and man, that heat was just making me tireder and tireder. And then Ken is in the background yarning his butt away. I was like, oh my God, you're killing me, Ken. So if you notice, I kept on giving them a thumbs up, because otherwise they weren't seeing the comments, even when they slid the bar across. There goes Bob. I'm just going to wait for a whole bunch of people to come in. Wait for others to come in. Hey, Daniel. Daniel's in YouTube. I was the one that said to her, that's contagious. Hey, Jeff. Oh yeah, Patty's already in seventh heaven. Bet your bottom dollar she's laying next to King right now, just snuggling up with him. No, I am not all fixed up. Hang out. Because I'm going to update everybody. Hey, Ken and Michelle, I sent you a couple of screenshots. That one girl, that one lady was on that list. I was just getting ready to tag you and Michelle. Who else? We'll start with that. See that? I got already 12 people in here. Mary Glover's in here. Deborah's watching. Rodney, top of the evening. Hello, Deborah. Yeah, I tagged everybody. Let's see, I could do it this way too. This one. We know Mountain Man Bob is here. There goes Rudy. Yeah, I just figured I'd let you know on that. I wasn't trying to be demanding or anything. Nicholas, that's who I was looking for. Anybody else? Mary Glover's already in here. Becky Johnson. Oh, I'm not even watching that, Betty. Top of the evening, Eve. Jerry Perry. I'll give people a little bit of time to come on in. The numbers are going up. So there goes Sean. I don't know why Sean wasn't on that list. Top of the evening, Sean. Yeah, I'm just trying to give everybody a chance to come in. I am so drained right now. I've been up since 6:30 this morning. But I did get a nap in between. There goes Chris Stark. Welcome aboard, Chris. Welcome aboard, Sean. I don't see Sean yet. I know Sean and Chris are watching. Robin. Top of the evening, Robin. Terry Glover, top of the evening. Yeah, I'm just waiting for everybody to accumulate in here. And I'll touch base with you guys on what happened Saturday and what happened today. and what's due to happen. I'm watching on my phone. There's Becky. I tagged her. What, Robin? There goes Jewel. Top of the evening, Jewel. Top of the evening, Terry. I know everybody wants to know what's going on with me. What's going on with me? So that's why I'm waiting. Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, cool. See that? We got 20 people in here. And I couldn't even do this during trivia. Because I'm seeing it on my phone. See? I can see everybody. Yes, I got my fan fixed. 23 people right now. Hey, Jewel. So I figured I'd do a live video. Last 2 days, my gut is hanging really heavy. Okay, so here's the situation. Saturday, I showed up here and Deborah, you already know the explanation. Hey, Alan. You know the explanation already. It's just funny how Betty says, well, Thomas is moving. I think he's fixed. Anyway, on Saturday, I showed up here at the garage. I'm still at the garage. I'm just outside the garage. So, what happens is my blower motor was gone, was shot, to my knowledge. My oil pan had a hole in it. My DEF was giving me a problem, and my generator. So they put an alternator in the generator. They put the fan in. The alternator was working, the fan was working. They fixed the problem with the DEF. And what was the other thing again? I had one other problem. The fan, and the oil pan. So they put what happened is, there was no defect with the oil pan. So we're going to start off with the oil pan. Okay? There was no defect with the oil pan. The other night, when it was snowing and the window was all foggy and shit, I hit something, but you hit things on the road all the time, and I just didn't acknowledge it. Apparently, it put a hole in my water guard bumper about this big, and it cracked my oil pan. So it wasn't a defect. Remember, I got an oil pan replaced because the tow truck driver put the tow unit through the oil pan and broke the oil pan. Well, anyway, there was no defect with the oil pan. The oil pan went in. That is A-OK. I told you they put a blower motor in. It was working. The DEF, they cleared all the codes. Everything was working. They put the alternator in. That was working. Paid the bill at 4 o'clock on Saturday. At 4 o'clock, they left this garage because they were closed at 3 o'clock technically from the garage. So the garage closed a half hour after the garage closed. My first problem came up. The alternator on the APU was overcharging. And how I found out is my dashboard lit up red. It said overcharge. I didn't have anything running. I didn't even have the engine running on the truck. As a matter of fact, I could shut the engine down. So I shut down the APU and I looked at the dashboard and it was fully charged to 14.6, which is not good, because when you shut off the truck like I just did right now, it should be at right around 12.6, 12.8. But it was already up to 14.6, I think it was, or 14.8. It don't matter. So anyway, the APU alternator was overcharging. I'm going to go fast forward with this APU first. The APU, what happens is there's a wire that goes from the APU to the ignition. The fuse in the dashboard is blown, so it doesn't work. When I shut off the truck, when I turn on the truck, the APU is supposed to automatically shut off. When I turn it off, it should start back up. But that wire, there's something faulty about that wire. It did not matter. So what happens is, I believe what happened is they made up the excuse that the part that came in the box was the wrong part that the manufacturer put in the box. That was an 18-volt alternator. That was their excuse. Well, they got a replacement alternator today and put that alternator in, and it did the same thing. So supposedly something about this wire, they didn't connect this wire that hooks up from the APU to the ignition, and now it's charging right. I think they crossed the wire somewhere possibly, but that's only my assumption. Okay, I think they didn't hook it right to the regulator, possibly. Anyway, that wire is disconnected, supposedly, that goes from the ignition to the APU. It didn't matter before. I had to turn it on manually and shut it off manually. So it wouldn't matter if that wire was there or not. They don't got the wire involved right now. Did I write up the loose nut behind the wheel? I didn't write that part up yet. But that's been the years in the making. Anyway, I'm going to take off my glasses so I can't read the comments. Anyway, the blower. Let's go to the blower. So you know the oil pan is good. The APU is good now, other than that wire, supposedly. I told them, don't worry about that wire. I'll get it checked out when I go to Thermo King on my next oil change or service at Thermo King. As long as the APU is working, it don't matter. So now we go to the blower motor. The blower motor, supposedly, it was blown. So they got a replacement blower motor and put it in. It worked originally, and then a half hour later, it stopped working. So the guy did some testing inside the dashboard. There's a plug that plugs into the fan. That was good. The plug that goes from the fan into the wall, one of the sockets were burnt up. And that's why the fan wasn't working. So it was probably that plug, that burnt plug originally that was the problem. Are they going to say that? No, because now they lose all that time that they just put into this. That's fixed. Let's go to the DEF. The DEF, they fixed it. Like I said, a half hour later, it gave me a problem. So I had to sit here all day Sunday anyway, because they don't open until today, which was Monday. Monday this morning, anyway, let me pause for a second. I had to come back here anyway, because on Sunday, they didn't have time to put the oil filters on and the grease after everything else that was being done. But they told me that they would do that next time I come back. I told them I'm probably not going to come back until after Thanksgiving, not knowing what was going on once they closed up shop. So I ended up getting my grease job and my filters replaced today. That went smooth. Okay. Back to this DEF. So what's happening is, right off the bat, I'm telling them there's a loose wire somewhere, there's bad wiring somewhere. Nobody's listening to me. I show them the videos of it going on, going off, going on, going off. That's not a DEF problem. That's a wiring problem somewhere, and I try to tell them that. So they went through this whole day, and what they have a part that's called the dozer. It distributes certain amount of DEF fluid into the DEF unit. And it kept on saying that the dozer was bad, the dozer was bad. So because we have them under warranty with Freightliner, we told them that it's under warranty. But here's the problem. This is not a warranty shop. This is just a mom and pop shop. And we got to take care of the warranty outside of this place. So in the meantime, we had to pay for the dozer and the DEF pump, which both of them are under warranty. It don't matter. The dozer and the DEF pump are under warranty. So we have to pay for those parts and the core charge on each of them, and bring that part to Indianapolis, because this Freightliner won't represent it because it's being done in an outside shop. So they put the new DEF pump in and the dozer. They did a regen on it, because you have to do a regen every time you play with a part on the DEF system. They did that. Everything was fine. They were just putting everything back together. My dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree again. Beep, 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 because I knew he was underneath the truck. He looked up. I says, he come around. He said, he went through the computer, and it was saying there was a faulty wire, which I said from the get-go. He goes underneath the truck. He couldn't find anything. It took him about 2-3 hours to find this faulty wire, supposedly. What happens is, underneath this truck there's two beams where they have a whole bunch of wires in it. And one of the wires, I guess, got shaved by, you know, like a bracket or whatever. And then the wire was exposed. The inside wire was exposed from the plastic that was covering it. And you could see corrosion on it. So now we come to figure why that light was blinking. So what's happening is when the wire is heating up, it's causing corrosion. And it expands. And all the wires that are inside that one piece of plastic are separated because of all the sulfur and acid or whatever it is. So it was a bad wire. Bad wire. He took a picture of it, so I seen it. It was a bad wire. They fixed the wire, and they just got finished doing the first regen, and that took the codes off the dashboard, and then they had to do the final regen, and then the dashboard lit up again. This time it's saying that the def line is clogged up, or something is clogged up in the injection system. Let me go back a little bit. They did say that injector 7 on the def pump was being blocked. He checked the line. It was clear. He adjusted everything. That cleared that code. So we're going back to this clogging thing. So tomorrow, what they're going to do is they're going to drain the DEF fluid, which is cow piss, pig piss, and drain it out of here and put fresh, brand new DEF fluid in it. Make sure the DEF lines are clear, and they're going to go from there. So that's all I know right now. It's Murphy's Law. If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen to me. And that's how the cookie crumbles right now. So I am still shit out of luck. My dashboard is lit up like a Christmas tree. They let me sit in the truck. They trust me that I'm not going to drive off. Listen, we work with these guys all the time, so I don't want to, screw up anything with them. The reason why I wanted outside is because I wanted to go to the truck stop. Yes, the truck is not derated yet, but if I let this truck run, it'll derate down to 55, and then eventually it'll be down to 5 miles an hour, and you can't really go anywhere at 5 miles an hour. My load. I told them about my load on Saturday night, that they need to get somebody to repower me. It wasn't until the last minutes today that they actually sent somebody to go and come and get my load. It wasn't until like 12:30, 1 o'clock that they decided to send somebody to come and pick up my trailer, to take it and go and deliver it up in Buffalo, Rochester, Baldwinsville. So the guy shows up. He almost got as much time as me. He can't figure out where to drop it over here. There's really no parking here for a tractor and trailer anyway. And I told him, pull up alongside my trailer, drop your trailer in the middle of the fucking road, hook up to my trailer, pull it out, drop it down the street alongside the cars, back up, hook up the... It was total confusion with him. I probably spent an hour and a half out here at 3:30 this afternoon. He didn't get out of here until almost 3:30, I believe. 3:30. It don't matter. There goes Miss. Hey Mary, hey Christopher, hey Ron Peterson, hey Alicia Poor. So I see a whole bunch of people popping in. But yeah, it was just a mess with this guy dropping his trailer. And I told him what to do. Just drop it up. He had to drive it up along the other side of the road. He was backing it up on that side of the road. I told him, put it right alongside of me. That took an hour and a half just for him to drop and hook, drop and hook, and drop and drive off. Well, my trailer, I just moved a little bit ago because there's a wide open parking spot on the side street. And this street is really super busy, so I didn't want to jam it up during the day. And there's only two businesses on that dead end part of the street, so I dropped my trailer over there where my fuel is up. My fuel tank is up against the wall, so nobody can take fuel out of it. I did check over the trailer. The only thing I didn't check was the lights. It seemed like it's running fine, so we're going to leave that alone and out of the way right now. It was, I probably called miss about 8 or 10 times over the last 3 days. And all she could do was yes me. And she asked me why. Why am I still doing this? I have no idea. But yeah, everybody, I tried my best, and here I am. 29 people between the two rooms right now. I couldn't do that if I tried. There's 25 in Facebook alone. So, yeah, it's been pretty hectic. And listen, I planned on staying here. I did call up this afternoon my boss and said, hey, the truck is going to be ready. They said the truck will be ready at 6 o'clock. Well, when 5:30 came, they realized, no, it's not going to be ready. You're probably not going to be ready until at least noon tomorrow. So I had to call up my boss, Christian, and say, hey, this is what's going on. But he wasn't there, so I spoke to my regular dispatcher, Mimi, and I told her what was going on. And I says, they planned on having me go. It's only 20 miles from here where I have to pick up. The same company, the contract people I'm working for right now. I was going to go pick up and run a local in New Jersey, or it was some kind of short run. It might be a 150-mile run or whatever, but at least it was going to get me rolling and see if the truck was manageable. Well, that didn't happen. Am I going to be home for Thanksgiving? No matter what, I plan on being home for Thanksgiving. I just wanted to put that out there, people. I plan on being home. There's 26 people in Facebook right now, and I couldn't even do that on a trivia night. So anyway, yeah, I tried to get a load. I was set up for a load. Actually, my boss, from the company, is not mad at me. My maintenance boss is pissed off at me because he's got to put out this money for me to get this truck repaired no matter what. And here I am, and we're going into a couple of grand already. I don't even know what today cost. On Sunday alone cost $3,000. I don't even know what today is going to cost me. It shouldn't cost me that much, but technically nothing, even if it was a faulty part, it still wasn't the problem. You know, like the fan. That was a faulty plug. The APU, I think it was because I didn't hook up the regulator. The def, I think it's because I told them there's short wires somewhere. I still think there's short wires here. The only thing they did right was the oil pan. But see, they're working off the computer. Excuse me, guys. I had a bark. But Murphy's Law, if it's meant to be, it is happening to me. And I still have not blown up at all. Oh, hey, John. My trailers always have bad tires, Bob. So, yeah, I am back here. Hey, Dawn. Oh, Dawn was just on the live with Ken and Michelle. Hey, Dennis. So I'm just trying to make sure I got everybody. Hey, Alan. Yeah, I think I got everybody. Hey, Willie's Pub. Sarasota, Florida. Welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that follow button, buddy. I do these live streams all the time. Usually it's out my windshield, but today I have to touch base and let everybody know what's going on here. Oh, yes. So they tell me, go ahead, you can park out in the street and everything. I start up the truck. The truck is running okay, just that I could go out to the street or go down the street and go to the store or go get coffee at the truck stop. The truck stop's only 4 miles away. Here's the problem. I start up the truck. It's running, but my headlights did not want to come on. It took them about 45 minutes to an hour. I thought maybe somebody cut a wire from my hood, because everything that was on my hood was not working. The weird part was, all they did was unplug one headlight and plug it back in. And that headlight, the marker light, the blinker, the low beam, the high beam, all worked on that headlight. Not the other one. I think they were trying to figure out if there was a loose wire or something like that. Then they decided to unplug the headlight and plug it back in. The second one worked. A total fluke. They have no idea. I called up my maintenance guy. I said, have you ever heard of this before? They said, no. We have not a damn clue why those headlights weren't working, except that they had to unplug them and plug them back in. Boom. Boom. I also have a YouTube channel, and I have a Facebook channel, Willie's Pub. Nope, it did not get wet. Not at all. There hasn't been no snow, no rain, no nothing last 3 days. Yesterday I had the lights working, no problem, because I drove to the truck stop yesterday because I needed a rain. And I did get a rain yesterday, and I got fresh coffee. Today, after the shop closed, I went and got fresh coffee at the truck stop. So no, it wasn't water or anything like that. It's just a total fluke. I think what happened is the headlights didn't like the power going to them. The headlight assemblies didn't like the power that was going to them. I did say hi to you, Eve, already. Yes, I did. So anyway, hey, Chucky. So anyway, I forgot what I was going to say now. I did go to the truck stop, got my rain, got me fresh coffee. and now I'm here again. So I'll tell you guys, I am going home for Thanksgiving one way or the other. Yeah, no problem, Eve. After I said hello to you, I actually took off my glasses because I don't want to read the comments while I'm trying to explain everything, because people make funny comments like Becky. So Becky got my attention with the one comment. Emily, oh, my honey's in the background too. Ron Peterson, Alicia Pours in here. So yeah, it's pretty hectic right now. I believe you said it was nap time. Hell yeah. But yeah. I'm in good shape. There's a store right down the street. It's not open 24/7. It's not even a 24-hour deli. I'm sure I could find a 24-hour deli in the area, but I'm really not leaving here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to open up this window just because it got real muggy in here since I shut down the heat. But I do have an empty trailer, and apparently it looks like the trailer's in pretty decent shape, so we'll stick by that. The headlights, that friggin' headlights. I was on the phone with Deborah bullshitting with her, and I'm like, well, they're closing up shop now. I'm going to go and get coffee. And, you know, I was getting ready to wrap up the conversation with her, and then the headlight thing came on. Then I called John, my maintenance guy. I asked him if he was bilingual. He said no. 15 minutes into the conversation, he says, hey, man, I'm going to put my dad on the phone. He's Cuban, and he's bilingual. Dude, why didn't you tell me that from the get-go? His dad turned out really cool, just like John. I was on the phone with him after he spoke to the people because they wanted to know roughly what was going on. I said, I have no idea. I'm not no damn motorhead. So I put John's dad on the phone with them, and they communicated the problem, and that's how I found out that they're going to drain the fluid out of the DEF tank, drain the lines, and put all fresh and make sure everything's clear to go. So that's how the cookie crumbles. I am still in Jersey City. Hey, 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 Emily. I know Miss is in the background somewhere. Hey, James. So I did have 25, 26 people. I don't even know how many people I had in here, but it don't matter. That's why I waited and waited and waited until people came in here, because I wanted everyone to hear what was going on, because I don't feel like repeating it 20 times. We got Michelle from Toledo, Ohio. She's in here also. She just didn't comment yet. Judy Johnson's in here. I didn't see Judy comment, did I? Mary Gauss, she's in here also. I didn't see neither one of them comment anywhere that I see. Nope. Oh, yes, Judy did comment. I'm sorry. How did I miss your comment, Judy? Oh, she said, hi, Thomas. That's all. Sean, right after Sean. Okay. Get your trivia game out. No. Listen, you're saying to get my trivia game out, and then my sister-in-law is saying, pull tabs. I got such a headache. I'm not going to lie to you. I am super tired, especially after watching Ken in the background while Michelle is selling stuff on Mountaintop Variety, and he's sitting back there rubbing the dog and yarning and doing more yarning. Man, that was just making me so tired. Hey, Matthew. Can you please repeat it again? It's not happening. Hey, Jag. Jag, you can watch the video afterwards. Just wait about 15 minutes until go about 15 minutes into the video and you can hear it all. How you doing, buddy? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, they can always watch the replay. That's exactly right. Listen, I'm always doing okay. I am never doing great. I am never doing positive. I am always doing okay. Yeah, Christopher, we call him Jag. You see his last name? That's why we call him Jag. And then we got Michelle in Toledo, Ohio. How's the wife doing, Jag? I think everybody calls him Jag. Even his friends and stuff call him Jag. No, we are not driving tonight. About the only thing I'm driving is myself to my mattress. And then you see my truck is a mess. I got it flipped over. Hey, Kevin. And by the way, everybody, why I got everybody in here, this way you all hear me. Gobble, gobble, merry, merry, happy, happy, and God bless. Name today. Doing okay, just being good, and named it after you. 27 Celsius. I think, I could tell you what it is here. It is, here in Jersey City, it is 52 degrees. The real feel is 52 degrees. And the temperature is going down to, it might go down to 49 degrees. Deborah, I can't even start there right now. Yep, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope everybody has a blessed meal with family, friends, associates. We were actually offered a meal because we were down low for a minute, and we pulled it off with my mom's help, and we actually were, somebody wanted to donate a whole meal to us, and I said to Miss, yeah, just take it, the heck with it, we could use it for Christmas if we have to. After Miss thought about it, she's like, you know what? I can't do it. So I guess she told the people that, hey, thank you, but we did get a meal and we pulled it off. Thank God. We pulled everything together and donated to somebody else. You know what I mean? So if that's what she's going to do, the lady, that's up to her. On the same note, we're making a meal for my family, which is me, Miss, my 2 kids, and my mom, because everybody stays home on Thanksgiving. We don't go to other people's houses. But Miss did see on Facebook that somebody was asking for a meal, a cooked meal for somebody that couldn't cook online, and we are donating a whole 3 or 4 plates. It's going to end up being 3 or 4 plates. In other words, a big plate of turkey, a big plate of stuffing, big plate of mac and cheese, vegetables, brown and serve, cranberry sauce. I think my mom's making them a whole pie. It's for one person, from what I understand. It might be 2 people, but it don't matter. They'll have enough for 2 or 3 people. So we are going to do that. Yes, we are going to do that anyway. And me and my mom are responsible for reminding Miss, hey, don't forget about those people that want a dinner, that need a dinner. Don't forget about those people that need a dinner. So we got them clearly in mind. So we're not going to forget about them. It's not the first time we've done it. Listen, thanks for giving, you know. Yeah, that's what we usually do. We don't keep it simple. We have a layout. I mean, after Thanksgiving, the next morning, Miss is making turkey and rice, and she puts pimentos in it. She fries it up, and that's the meal for like the next 3 or 4 days. And my kids love it. Miss makes it herself. Me, I'm not a happy camper of it because of the rice. Hey, Beverly. So yeah, we do donate a dishes. We've have donated dishes in the past. My brother, he hasn't. There's been a couple of times he wasn't prepared for a meal, so we brought him over, and my niece and nephew would come over because they're in separate households. They would come over because he was at my mom's house, but outside of that, we really didn't do anything too outstanding. You don't do Thanksgiving in Australia. I didn't know that. I thought they did like Thanksgiving everywhere. Thanksgiving's not. I didn't think Thanksgiving was just an American thing, because it's thanks for giving. You know, that's how I look at it. I don't look at it as Christopher Columbus or any of that crazy shit. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. This is why I take off my glasses, because I don't want to read comments. But I did want to touch base with everybody and say, hey, this is what's going on. It's been a pretty hectic weekend, and now we are going into Tuesday. We are going into Tuesday. The 25th of January. See, we don't look at Thanksgiving as an American holiday, because it doesn't matter if you're Jewish or Muslim or whatever, Protestant or Catholic, everybody celebrates Thanksgiving in the United States. It's just, it has something to do with basically Christopher Columbus and Columbus Day and shit like that. But me, I'm just thankful for other people. You know, I'm thankful for whatever I receive. You know, I joke with everybody and say, hey man, if I'm going to stop by your house, at least have a home cooked meal. I don't want to go to McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, or anything like that. Just cook me up some kind of meal. It doesn't have to. And beggars can't be choosy. I am grateful for whatever I receive. You know, like, I'll give you, for instance, Doris will tell you. Doris says, do you like this? Do you like that? I says, whatever you're making, it's going to be good, girl. Doris welcomes me into her house. Joel welcomes me into his house. Same household. But it don't matter what they're having. If you don't like something, that's your tough luck. At least the person was grateful enough to make you a meal. And be grateful for what you receive. You know? I am an everyday holiday. Me and Miss, we don't believe in transferring gifts anymore. It was different when the kids were kids, but we feel like Christmas is every day with us. But family time is always the best time during a holiday. Family time is so much better because now you have a reason to be there with each other, you know. Hey, Daniel, if you want to know what's going on with my truck, just watch this video after I end it and go into it about 15 minutes, and that's when I start talking about what went wrong here. Every day is a blessing, exactly. So yeah, me and Miss, we really don't exchange gifts at all, because if we want something, we're going to ask each other for something, and eventually we're going to end up getting it, and it's just like, oh, you're awesome, you know. So we're just grateful being, me personally, I'm just grateful being around family. You know, when they say, are you working Christmas or Thanksgiving? Hell no. I worked one Christmas. It was the most devastating Christmas. And then it even got worse after Christmas, because I found out that when I was working at Dandy, there was a girl that wanted to go home to Washington State. She lives in Arizona, but her family was up in Washington State in Oregon, like the Washington-Oregon state line there on the coast. And I was going to Tacoma, and it was so devastating because where I was parked was basically the same just the same area I'm in right now. I ain't afraid to show it either, guys. This is just a general commercial area. That's a highway above above 1 and 9. 1 and 9 is at ground level here. Up above is 1 and 9 truck route, State Highway 139 and 495. And then on my left is another highway that goes and meets this highway that you see overhead. So there's 1, 2, 3. There is 4 highways here within this intersection. And this is a really, really busy intersection. And this is the dead-end street I'm on. This dead end street goes about a mile behind me. It goes to the Kilvan Cole River. Every day is a box of chocolate. All right, Forrest Gump. I love Christmas. I am a big Christmas person because I'm a happy person. I guess you could say I'm a jolly person. I just care about people, you know what I mean? Let's see what we got. Give thanks for everything and everyone. Oh, I could drink anytime. Tomorrow, every day is a box of chocolate. Fucking Joe. Yeah, every day is like Christmas. Just like Jag said, listen, if my wife says, hey, I'd like to have this, I said, go for it, you know? I'm sorry for giving you a headache, Eve. We do have Daniel in the background. I didn't see Daniel comment. Oh, I think what's giving you a headache is the highway, the overhead, underneath, to my left, and then there's another one to my right. That's a super suspended highway. That is a bridge that goes across the waterway. There's one on my left. There's a bridge that goes over the waterway, but it's at a lower level. But there's a drawbridge on that one. I mean, this is just ludicrous, this intersection. Happy wife is a happy life. I guess Mountain Man Bob is back. He must have abandoned me for a couple of minutes. Yeah, why would anybody hate Christmas? Christmas is... You got to keep Christ in Christmas. And we don't talk religion, so I'll leave it at that. Hey, Brenda's in the background. Hi, Brenda. That's a friend of me and Missy's. But today just drove me nuts. I can understand where Chris is coming from. The hey, hey, hey. Even she says hey, hey, hey. Because she knows I say hey, hey, hey. I always come in. I haven't been in your room for a while, but that's because I don't want to influence Miss. Because if I'm in there, she'll see me commenting on your stream, so she's got to see what I'm commenting. Because she follows me pretty closely. Ken and Michelle are back in. I'm here. I didn't go away. Hey, Michelle from Toledo, Ohio. I know. And she'll even tell you, we donate to some people. Because we had Brenda ship off games to certain people. Because that's how we are. We got heart. We hate everybody, but we got heart. I think I want to sell Christmas trees again so bad. Not this year. It's too late to do anything. First of all, it takes about a week to set up. It really does. You got to make sure management of the property is okay with you being in this area. Then you got to set up boards to make stands for the trees and set up lights and see where the electric's going to run to and from. This way you have lights at nighttime, because nighttime is when you sell most of your Christmas trees and stuff like that. So it's already way too late in the season to do that. Your good medicine is kicking in. Be safe, brother. God bless. You're welcome back anytime, Jag. I know she does. She comes in there, she says hello. She says, hi, Brenda. Then she runs. You know, Miss, if she goes in there, she getting something. Once she starts rolling, she's determined to get it. She gonna figure out a way to win. We still have probably 30 games unused yet. It's got to be at least 20 games, 30 games we still haven't even opened. I know. How are you doing, girl? I know you weren't doing very good for a moment. Technically, I look at Brenda as an elder. She technically is an elder to me and Miss, but she's a blessing. She's a blessing and don't even know it. I'm surprised she didn't pop back in here, being that you're commenting on my stream, because she follows my comments and your comments. I know she follows your comments. She's probably sitting in the background watching like, oh, Brenda. I know. I hope you've been pulling it together. Who is hiding? Oh, there's so many people hiding right now, probably. I don't know. Let's see. I got 18 people in here. Deborah, I will talk about that later. Deborah, she is from the tab world. I'll put it that way. Hey, Eddie. Top of the evening. I know. You know, I think about, you know, Miss keeps on saying to me, I don't know how much longer I'm going to pull through in life. I don't know. Oh, she drives me nuts with it. But in a way, she has me prepared for something possibly to go wrong. And then I said to her, what if you're not the first one and I am? You know? I says, I don't want to leave you hanging. She's always, she's like, I have bad visions. I have bad visions. Beverly talks to Missy all the time, always messaging Missy. Oh yeah, there's trains that go under that highway. Well, not under that highway, right alongside that. Oh yeah, it does. Maybe it does go alongside that highway and then it goes under the highway. Yes, there's trains, there's subways, path trains here. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. Listen, I had a massive heart attack before. Miss didn't have, per se, a heart attack that she knew of, but they said that she did have some kind of complication. But then they told her she only had a 3% chance of living if they'd operated on her. So she was totally messed up in the head. Just to find out that doctor was undereducated and should have never said that. Good night, Bob. Be safe. God bless you. You are welcome anytime. Listen, I got path trains and subways passing over here. There's a heliport about 1.5 miles away. And all the helicopters from New York City fly over all day and night. And gobble gobble, Bob. I just realized what you said at the end. And see, I'm not even driving today. And I got all these people. I know you guys are missing me, and I understand it. I really do understand it. Because I don't think anybody's really streaming right now. I think, to be honest with you, I know Mr. Ed was sort of getting bored with it, like Junior did. Junior just gave up on it altogether. I'm not sure about what's going on with Ray. I try to touch base with them every so often, but I don't want to feel like a pain in the butt. No, I don't know about a license terminated. I manage my sleep pretty damn good, trust me. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying now. What was I saying, guys? Getting ready to say. I know it was on the line of something. I could go back into YouTube and find out. I could actually go back into YouTube and find out. I know I was going somewhere with it. We'll get together. I think I went too far back. No. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. Listen, oh yeah, that's what it was. I don't know what happened with Ray and Jeannie. I'm gonna have to touch base with them, but I think Ray, I think Jeannie is more of an influencer on there, and I think that drives Ray nuts, because when Jeannie's on the truck with Ray, it goes haywire. But I don't think it's even Jeannie. I think it's the kitty cats. And then when Jeannie comes on the truck, she has the kitty cats with her. But Ray has been streaming on his own page, and I don't know why. He hasn't been on TRG for a minute that I know of. But then again, like I said, I don't babysit anybody. What I mean by that is, if they decide to stream, they decide to stream. If they don't, they don't, you know. With Mr. Red, I know he was getting, I believe he was getting bored with it, and he stopped streaming before he got his new job, but his new job just made it clear for him that he wasn't streaming anymore. Junior, he came out straightforward to me, and he says, I'm just not into it anymore. Oh shit, I thought that fucking bike was gonna slam into the side of that trailer. One of those electric bikes. And then you know, I don't know what's going on with Dutch. Dutch streams sometimes, and then other times he don't feel like streaming. Alright, let's get that going. Let me update this. Alright, let's get this. Oh shoot. I hate when that happens. All right, Brenda, be safe. God bless. Gobble, gobble. Merry, merry, and happy, happy, girl. Oh, she'll see your comment on here. She does go scan through the comments every night. Yeah, that's another one. Arnie, Rose and Arnie. I got to find out what's going on there, because everybody enjoys their streaming. More and more people, because Dutch was streaming a lot more, were enjoying Dutch's streams. But then after he started getting a regular amount of people, he went back to his platform, and I don't know if they followed over there or not, but it don't matter to me. Hey, I'm happy to help everybody stream along. Yep, be safe. God bless. Keep your chin up and your spirits high. You're still in good hands, girl. Dutch was on here. I didn't see Dutch. Did I see Dutch? No, I didn't see Dutch. Dutch wasn't on here tonight. I'm going through the comments. And Ray and Jeannie weren't on here. I know Jeannie was probably in the background, but Jeannie's like Miss. Sometimes she just likes the view from the outside in. Yeah, fixing his car. Oh, yeah, that was Arnie. Arnie was fixing his car, yes. Now we don't know what's going on with that car. I had a callus on my hand, and there's still a rough part on there, but I keep on clipping off a piece of skin, and I think I went too deep. But it drives me nuts when I got a piece of skin on there. I don't want to come off. You know, that drives some people nuts seeing me do this. Because it's not technically proper. But it is what it is. I think that's done, right? Yeah, that's done. We're not gonna stick it there. Oh yeah, my friggin' hand is messed up. Let's see. I'm trying to get you guys to focus. I got a hole in my hand right there. That's what a callus was right here. And I thought it was from having the ring on that finger, because it's not really doing it to this finger, but it did. It just happened to be that it was, the callus kept on going right there. And no, I don't put my hands in my pocket and keep on playing with them either. I have no idea, Christopher. I don't follow them, so I don't know. I really don't follow them at all. It's not one of the ranking teams. That's why I don't follow them, I guess. I'm probably going to shut off that APU for a while. Let it get nice and cold, and if it gets too cold, I just turn on the APU in the middle of the night. I know. I hope it's rolling down the road too, E. Be safe. God bless. You are welcome back anytime. And I want you to think about this. Gobble, gobble, girl. Make your own Thanksgiving dinner. Invite friends and family over just because, and be thankful for giving. That's from the heart, from everybody here in America. Even though sometimes that's not exactly what's in mind. Well, my Powerballs are 5, 22, and 23. But it's always 5. Because in my family, where I live, in my household, there's 5 of us. There's me, Miss, my mom, my daughter, and my son. So that's why I use 5. There's a little bit more behind it, but we'll leave it at that. I bet you some of you could guess. Joel just says, I know 4 more quilts when I get cold. And Doris throws them off. I will gobble gobble, girl. You know what the best part is? The apple crumb, the pumpkin pie, the coconut custard pie, the cookies. Oh, no hitting the hay, Joel. There's no more hay. Hit the sack. Not the hay. Wow, Joel, it's early. It's only 11:21. Oh, I'm not looking at those things right now, Christopher. You guys drive me nuts sending all them little reels. For the most part, I don't watch them. All the good stuff. No, the good stuff is the turkey, the stuffing. All I ask my mom to do is make turnips. I don't like sweet potatoes. So that's out. All I ask my mom to do is make turnips. That's the only thing I ask her to make. Because she's the only one I know that knows how to cook them right. Yeah, Eve is on the other side of the world. Gravy and mashed potatoes. The stuffing. The gravy and mashed potatoes. The turkey. The baked macaroni and cheese. String beans. Turnips. We, at my house, we have canned peas and corn. I like doing carrots too. But I like fresh carrots over canned carrots. Oh, I'm not going to lie to you, Christopher. Every time somebody sends me a reel, I almost 99% of the time skip over it unless somebody leaves me a message with it or around it telling me why they're sending me it. Because I get so many. As a matter of fact, that's the only thing that Rudy does, and Rudy will tell you he can't touch base with me in Messenger because I blocked him from Messenger. There you go, Chris. Invite your neighbor over, Chris. That neighbor that you don't like, invite them over and show them that you are the better person. Do you know that's what I used to do? I swear to God, when I lived on Staten Island, yes. I didn't like I lived in a rooming house originally. I didn't care for most of them guys, but every single year that I was there, I made a Thanksgiving dinner for them. I made sure they all had a meal because I was the only one working in that place. Everybody was on Social Security, disability, welfare, psychomedicine. They were on something. And then the one lady I told you guys about, she was an alcoholic. None of them had a job. I made sure they all had a meal every single year. The only one that I respected in that place was Old Man Bob, and he was a retiree, and he was a widow, and he couldn't afford to live in regular housing. He couldn't even afford to live in low-income housing. So he would live in the rooming house, and he turned out to be one of the best residents they had there outside of me, the building manager, and one other person, and I didn't really know who they were, but they would go to work and come back, and they had their own little apartment. It was like, I believe it was an old garage at one time. They made it into an apartment, and that guy was pretty cool because I never even seen him or anything. He never said anything to anybody. He minded his own business, and he was always on time with his rent. Because I would have to go around and collect rent every so often. At 16 years old. And I paid my rent. Figure that out. Figure that out. Figure that out. Like that song, I Blocked You. Yes, you like that song, Eddie. I don't associate with my neighbors either, but I know this. I would find a neighbor deliberately just to make their day better and show I'm a better person, not because I'm making them a meal, but that to show that I do have a heart. I might hate everybody. I told Miss today, I hate you. I was telling her how I tell you guys all the time. I tell her that I hate you. That's our way of saying I love you. When she thinks I'm wrong or whatever. We're always wrong, no matter what. Us guys are always wrong. But if you would find that neighbor, and you know that neighbor is not doing as good as you, even though you don't like that neighbor, and you offer them a plate, you will break that person. That person could be your best friend. No, Jimmy did not turn into my best friend because I gave him a Thanksgiving dinner or something like that. We just clicked right off the bat when we met. He was out of high school. I was already out of high school. And me and him just click, boom. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with, you could have a kind heart, Chris, and nobody would ever believe it. Kill them with kindness. That's right, Judy. Think about it, Judy. Judy lives in an apartment building. I think there's 3 other apartments in her building. If she was to share a plate with one of them, I guarantee you, Judy can't stand any of them in that building. Can't stand any of them in that building. But I bet you if Judy thought about it, which one she dislikes the most, I bet you that one she dislikes the most is the one that would be most in need of a meal. And if she would give them a meal, their heart would melt for Judy. And she can't stand anybody in her building. Am I right, Judy? You can't stand anybody in your building? Kill them with kindness. Give them a little bit of turkey. Give them a little bit of your mashed potatoes. Give them a little bit of your stuffing. Give them a little piece of your pie. Walk over to them and say, here. Here. You're too stubborn, Chris. You're too stubborn. You're the one I would bring a meal to. And I'd break your heart. You'd be crying. Yes, you would. Exactly. What I don't appreciate is a kid or a middle-aged teenager with a bad mouth. If I was to bring you a plate, if I was your neighbor, and this is no lie, if we're going to bring somebody a meal, we're going to bring them a meal. I already told you guys, Miss is already talking about 4 plates, at least 4 plates. My mom's probably going to make them a pie. That lady or person. I know it's at least a lady. A pie. My mom's going to make a pie. I know we're going to put turkey and stuffing on 2 different plates. We'll probably put mashed potatoes, green beans, and if my mom makes turnips, on another plate. And then the other plate will have corn and peas. Plus the pie. And only because somebody mentioned them. Oh, I know, Deborah. Listen, guys, I'm sorry about the language, but that motherfucker wouldn't get but sliced turkey from the deli, a baked potato, not even a baked potato, I'd just boil the damn potato, plop it on a plate, make something you call stuffing that's not really stuffing, slop it on his plate, open up a can of corn, and say, hey, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your meal. It's so sad, Judy. It is so sad. I couldn't believe it. I was on the phone with Deborah today. That ex-boy, I always call him X. His name is what, Xeria? Something like that. Because I can't pronounce his name right, I just say X. I forget what she said. She said, she said to him, you don't have to have everything in that game room under control, basically. He said, shut the fuck up. What? Bitch, where's my cup? You motherfucker. Boo! I would have clipped his ass with a plastic cup. You know how many times I did that to my kids? When my miss got mad at me for it. I popped I popped my boy in his lip one day, and he like bit his lip or whatever. It bled. Man, I didn't hear the end of that for like 3 months. I still don't hear the end of it to this day. I don't even know what he said, but I know he lipped either me or his mother, and that's why I clipped him with a plastic cup. Her son said to her, and this is nothing close to what my boy said to either me or Miss. It was just the sarcasm. Shut the fuck up. Are you kidding me? Are you friggin' kidding me? No, I don't know her. Patty probably knows her. No, you asked him. You told him he didn't need to win everything in that room that he was in. I like red potatoes. I love red potatoes. You know, it's not even the flavor of potatoes. It's just that it gives potatoes color. That's why. Oh my. That C word. Woo. Yeah. Ken and Michelle were having problems with the comments on their stream tonight. I had to continuously swipe back and forth to get the comments, but every time I gave them a thumbs up or I put an emoji behind it, they did actually start seeing the comments. Oh, yellow potatoes are good. I just like red potatoes because red potatoes give, you know, salads color. Those are red potatoes, Deborah. Those are red potatoes. I got all kinds of recipes. You ready, guys? Listen, I always save what looks good. Where is my comment? Oh, that's right. I just shared this to a whole bunch of people. That's why it's all the way down here.
And they're better than any burger out there. These are bacon jam cheeseburger egg rolls, and they're better than any burger out there. Cook down one whole pack of bacon. Once the bacon is fully cooked, remove it. And that same bacon fat, cook down an entire white onion. Once the onions are nice and caramelized, throw your bacon back in and go in there with some beef broth. Go in there with some Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of brown sugar, and a pinch of salt. Bacon jam is done. Cook down some ground beef, season it with salt, pepper, and onion powder. Egg roll wrapper, American cheese, your meat, and a nice amount of that bacon jam. Now fry until nice and golden brown. And you're done. These are bacon jam cheeseburger egg rolls, and they're better than any burger out there. Cook down one whole pack of bacon. Once the bacon is fully cooked,
I save all of these. I save them all. And then this one with this peanut butter. No, that didn't pop up. I don't know why.
Here's a crock pot recipe you're gonna want to try. First, dump 1 jar of marinara sauce and 1 jar of Alfredo sauce into your crock pot. I'm using jarred sauces just to make it easy, but feel free to make your own from scratch. Next, I'm adding in 3 chicken breasts, and I'm just going to season them with some salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and red pepper flakes. Once you have all of your seasonings in your crock pot, you're just going to mix it all up and make sure your chicken is covered. Then put the top on your crock pot and cook on high for about 4 hours. When it's done cooking, just shred your chicken. Now, I typically cook my pasta on the stove and then dump it in, but I wanted to show you that you can take a whole box of dry pasta and just dump it into your crock pot with your chicken mixture. Make sure that all of your noodles are completely covered. Then put the top back on and let it cook for another 30 to 45 minutes until your noodles are done. Next, I'm adding on some mozzarella cheese on top, and then I'm just going to put the top back on until the cheese is melted, and it's all ready to serve. This meal makes it.
Since we're getting closer to 2025, here are songs that are turning 50 years old in 2025.
50 years old, this song. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
This will be everlasting love. This will be what I've waited for. This will be. Will you
Just like me. Rock and roll all night. Every day. Late December back in 69.
2025.
That's funny. What is this? I forget what's this.
Good morning.
Oh, no. Not that. Here you go. This girl was pretty cool.
Bitch,
No, not that.
Let's make loaded baked potato soup in the crock pot. First, add in a 2-pound bag of frozen hash browns, 1 packet of ranch seasoning, 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, half a bag of bacon bits, 1 block of cream cheese, and 1 bag of cheddar cheese, a little bit of garlic powder, pepper, and a 32-ounce container of chicken broth.
Aw,
Mix it
you
all
are
up really
kidding
well and
me.
set your crock pot on high
Chuck.
for 4 hours. Once it's
That
done,
was
give
a
it all
funny
mix
show
again.
back then.
Serve and enjoy. I like to
That
top
was
mine
over
with
the
sour
limit
cream,
back in them
cheese,
days.
bacon bits, and green onion. This came out absolutely delicious and is a perfect game day recipe. Let's make loaded baked potato soup in the crock pot. First, add in a 2-pound bag of frozen hash browns.
I see you,
1 packet
Betty.
of ranch seasoning, 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, half a bag of bacon bits, 1 block of cream cheese, and 1 bag of cheddar cheese, a little bit of garlic powder, pepper, and a 32-ounce container of chicken broth. Mix it all up really well and set your crock pot on high for 4 hours. Once it's done, give it all a good mix again. Serve and enjoy. I like to top mine with sour cream, cheese, bacon bits, and green onion. This came out absolutely delicious and is a perfect game day.
I save all these kind of recipes, especially when it comes to a crock pot.
Start with your chopped up potatoes in your pre-greased crock pot. Next, we're adding a full stick of sliced unsalted butter and 1/4 cup of half and half. Then we're adding a layer of our chicken tenders, or you can use ground up turkey. Season up with garlic, black pepper, basil, and sage. Next, with our easy dinner, we're adding a layer of condensed cream of mushroom soup, spread it out evenly, and then add a box of turkey stuffing. Moisten it up with a stick of sliced unsalted butter,
Green
and a bag
beans!
of our frozen green beans. then a can of condensed cream of chicken soup. Make sure your layer is even, then we're adding 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. Give it a lid, let it cook for 3 to 4 hours on high. Then you have an easy all-in-one dinner that's surely to impress your guests. Enjoy.
Don't worry, it's all
Start
going
with
down
your
the
chopped
same
up
chute.
potatoes in your pre-greased crock pot. Next, we're adding
I save all these recipes. Oh, this one was good.
This is my go-to midnight snack. I have some Pillsbury pizza crust that I buttered up with some butter and garlic. I have 12 thawed out meatballs that I'm placing into the center of that pan, putting on some marinara sauce, some cheese of choice. I have some mozzarella, always putting my Italian seasoning. I'm rolling over another Pillsbury pizza crust right on top and buttering it up, same with my brush, just like that. Also some more Italian seasoning. I'm gonna cut up all those cups into squares and then pinch together the top pizza and the bottom pizza, just like that. Looks a little bit like a crab rangoon. I'm gonna pop those into the oven at 400 degrees for like 10 to 15 minutes. And voila, look how good those are. I have some extra marinara sauce and bon appetit. This is my
Shazam!
midnight snack. I have some Pillsbury.
I say them all the time. This looked really good.
My husband loves when I make this cheesy breakfast, and it's perfect for the holiday season. Start by punching open a tube of buttermilk Grand's biscuits. Line them in the bottom of a greased 9x13 baking dish. Then cook up a pound of Jimmy Dean sausage. Pour that over the top. Then pour 2 cups of shredded Mexican style or cheddar cheese over the top. Then pour 2 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese over the top. And then you're going to crack 8 eggs into a separate bowl. Pour 1 cup of milk right into those eggs. Then you're going to season to taste with some salt and of course some pepper. Then you're just going to whisk that together until it's fully combined. Then you're going to pour that right over your casserole. It's going to be so good. Then bake it in the oven.
Hey Alexa, play Regulate by Warren G.
Regulate, featuring Nate Dogg by Warren G from Apple Music.
Reguladores. Regulamos cualquier robo en nuestra propiedad y lo hacemos muy bien. No cualquiera tiene habilidad. Tienes que ser ágil con el hierro si sabes a lo que me refiero. Gánate tu lugar. ¡Reguladores! A montar. Era una noche clara. La luna brilla, agua rechina en las calles, los aguas suenan.
The oven at 425 for 25 to 30 minutes, and you have the most beautiful Christmas breakfast casserole. It's absolutely delicious. My husband loves when I make this easy.
Of course, they don't always come out very good. Yeah, but I save things like that. Then I brainstorm. Does that look good for today? Nah. Oh, that looks too greasy. Good night, Betty. Be safe. God bless. You are welcome anytime. Ooh. That's the train, the maintenance crew on the tracks. Hey guys, I just want to walk down the street because my trail is right around the corner, and I saw the Port Authority going around the corner. It just got me wondering what the hell is going on around the corner. That's where my trailer is. Not that I'm really worrying about it. Shit, they ain't getting anything into my trailer because it's not in my trailer. I'll be right back. Hang out, guys. I'll turn the camera around in the meantime. Good night, Chris. Be safe. God bless you. Welcome back anytime. He smoked so much. I had to do a nature call first. Alright. So the Port Authority is over there. Right to my, actually they're right to my left right now. They went around this building on the left. And they're in between the tracks and this building right now. Because I see them right where I'm at right now. And I guess they're assisting with repairs up on the tracks. Because now I see the guys going up a set of steps that I didn't even realize was there. So that's what's going on there. And my trailer's in good shape. Right where it is. So I do got 2 hours on this video. Oh my God, it's 1 o'clock in the friggin' morning. Didn't even realize it. Hey guys, I'm gonna call it quits. They come in at 6:30 in the morning. They'll figure out what they're doing with me then. So I'm going to call it quits. Good night, everybody. Be safe. God bless. Y'all are all welcome back anytime. I see there's 8 people on YouTube, 7 on Facebook. Have a great night. Great morning, actually. Be safe. God bless. I'll touch base, which is, again, hopefully I'll be rolling later today. Good day, people. Ciao.